already made it through the Ukrainian and Hungarian borders. It only took about 2 hours to get through both of them, which is pretty good. But the Ukrainian government has a map that shows up on Google Maps of all the locations of where you can cross and how long it takes. I found the very best one, which is on the Hungarian side. It's by the town of Barabas, B-A-R-A-B-A-S. And on the Ukrainian side, forgot the name, but basically this was the best crossing we could find, went efficiently. So now this van that we were able to borrow from some friends, we're gonna go to a big store called Metro, which is like a bulk store, kind of like a Costco in Hungary. We're gonna try to, fill it up with food and stuff, up to 1.5 tons of supplies, and then we'll try to take it back. So I just crossed the border from Hungary, and I see here that they have a stand with some food, and they have a whole lot more supplies on the inside, and they're basically giving this away for free to Ukrainians who cross the border. Very nice. Thank you, Hungary. So the other building that I just went into right over there, they allowed you to register and say, just to keep track of how many Ukrainians are entering the country. And if you don't have a place to stay, they said that there's a village nearby where they set up a military camp where you can stay there. They weren't particularly excited about me filming in there, so I didn't film too much, but I talked with a nice lady. She spoke English, and also there were people there who speak Ukrainian. And basically they can help get you registered, give you some food, and then find a place for you to go after that. All good?
How are you?
Okay, it's going. Time for a lunch break. So that couple that we just saw them after we crossed the border walking along the side of the road, and we pulled over and said, hey, do you guys need a ride? And the guy was Hungarian and the wife was Hungarian-Ukrainian, and she actually did not speak any Ukrainian or Russian, even though she grew up in Ukraine. So within the southwest corner of Ukraine, right there, right next to Hungary, they actually speak Hungarian there, because actually it used to be part of Hungary, and the Soviet Union basically expanded the borders of Ukraine and took over part of Hungary, which is unfortunate. And so now they needed a ride back to the town, and so they hopped in with us and we gave them a ride to the town. So we went to Yusk, which is this kind of furniture type of store, and we bought all the sleeping mats that they had, and then appropriate number of pillows to go with it, and maybe we'll find some more sleeping mats in Metro or something, but there's not a whole ton here. Okay, so we filled up 3 actually shopping lifts full of detergent so far. Apparently Ukraine is running out, and that's what the people we're in contact with requested. So we'll keep going. Okay, so we got diapers, pads, soap and more pads, and toothbrushes, and also some more dish soap. These are things that were specifically requested by people that are stuck in places in Ukraine. So this is what we were getting. So, careful. Here's how we look. More room. Okay, so we came to another Metro store, which is actually closer to the Ukrainian border. This one is only about an hour away, and we bought the last diapers here, so hopefully they'll get a resupply soon. And also we bought a bunch of food this time. The garbanzo beans were actually surprisingly cost effective per kilogram, and then also a whole lot more pads, which are running out. I don't think they're out in Ukraine, but you can definitely use them. This is how we're looking so far. Okay, we just did one more load, and I think we're pretty much at the 1.5 ton weight limit, if not over it. That's it. Okay.
Oh, and then I'll go there.
Okay. Number 4.
If you have some.
Yeah, I mean.
It's a lot of problem in Hungary. Benzene, gasoline.
Yes, everywhere. Yeah. In Ukraine too. Yeah. So we got some sleep last night. Now Oksana's driving. Good job, Oksana. Oh. Okay, we are approaching the border. Well, you're not actually supposed to film at the border, so I'll have to stop here. Hopefully it won't take too long. Okay, so we made it across the Hungarian and Ukrainian borders. It took about 2.5, 3 hours total, and the Ukrainian side definitely took longer. So in order to bring all of this stuff in, we have to have a document that says, this is the stuff we're bringing in, this is where it's going to, this is the organization that's organizing all of it, this is the final destination of it, who the driver is, blah, 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 all these kinds of stuff. And so
the weight, the package amount.
yeah, exactly
item.
what each thing is, how many of it you got, how much it weighs, what the total weight is, and all that kind of stuff. So it took some time for them to go through and look at all these documents, put stamps on everything, and putting their system and all that. We finally made it through. And actually, we asked these guys here, and the Ukrainian guys were a bit nicer. They were kind of became buddies with them, I guess, a little bit. Oksana did, and they said, "Oh, you can take in more than like this 1,500 kilogram limit. So maybe next time we can fill up with more stuff, because actually it seemed like." In terms of volume, the van is not full, but in terms of weight, we hit the weight limit. So maybe next time we can take in even more. Okay, so we have arrived in Mukachevo with the load of stuff, and soon we'll be taken to the warehouse. I'm not sure if I will unload it or someone else, but it has made it into the country, and from here, someone else will take it further. Mission accomplished.